That's right, one super giant pizza, plain, nothing on it, and I'd like that delivered as soon as possible.
Girls, your pizza's here.
Thank you. Okay, guys, we've cleaned out the refrigerator. I think we're just about ready to build the perfect pizza. Give me pizza! P-I-Z-Z-A. Give me pizza! P-I-Z-Z-A. Now we're feeling kind of hungry. We got mega munchies. Time to make our pizza. As big as some countries. How much pizza do you think we can chow? More than our parents would ever allow. We're gonna make a masterpiece of pizza. A work of art like the Mona Lisa. It's gotta be high like the Tower of Pisa. But to get there, you don't need a visa. Pizza! P-I-Z-Z-A. Give me pizza! Did I happen to say I want pizza? P-I-Z-Z-A. I want pizza! Hey! Are you ready to play? Now set down the pizza and bring me some chicken. Throw it on top and make a finger licking. Guacamole, meatball, whipped cream pouring like waterfalls. Here's a little salsa to make it hot. Here's a lot of ice cream to hit the spot. Toss the fish, let it fly. Fly, fly, pizza pie. Pizza! P-I-Z-Z-A. Give me pizza! Watch it rise like a souffle. Give me pizza! P-I-Z-Z-A. I want pizza! You think we should stop? No way. Get your motors running, cause here we go. Chocolate sauce, spreading it slow. Oreo, marshmallow, caramel, coconut cream, egg foo young, chicken tongue, holy eyeball. I'm gonna scream! Now don't forget the rice or the mashed potatoes. And what about these fried green tomatoes? Batter's up, ketchup's ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, spaghetti. Pasta, put it in the pizza. Fish sticks, put it in the pizza. Ketchup, put it in the pizza. Meatloaf, put it in the pizza. Pizza! P-I-Z-Z-A. Give me pizza! Add some tacos. Olé! I want pizza! P-I-Z-Z-A. I want pizza! Call us the queens of gourmet. I want pizza! P-I-Z-Z-A. Give me pizza! How much does it weigh? I want pizza! P-I-Z-Z-A. I want pizza! Is it finally done? Hooray! Here it is, ready to serve. This pizza is made, yeah!
Hey,
That's-
I forgot
Hey.
that
That's-
song.
That's too much shit that they're
Yeah.
putting on that pizza.
Ye-
Stop these children, someone, please.
There's no parental guidance in that room because listen,
None.
there's one thing about if my kids are like, I want to put some wild shit on my pizza, I'd be like, let's do it. But then at a certain point, I'd be like, this isn't even about how much it's unwieldy. And Griffin could not wait. By the way, Griffin, my brothers, I don't know. As we were getting ready for this stream, they had decided this level of restriction that no one had required of them. I had a Caesar salad with lunch. I had a fried egg and cheese sandwich for breakfast. These two jabronis didn't eat anything all day.
Yeah, I didn't eat anything all day because I was so excited about the pizza.
I had brekkie.
That's
but
good.
That was so long ago. Ooh, that's a zesty friend.
What'd you get?
Straight down the plate cheese pizza just for me. I'm not going to say I'm not going to say the name of the business that I got this from because that is inexplicably quite spicy. And so if it wrecks my shop, I don't want people to think because it will take less than however long this stream is going to go for if this pizza make me sick. It's going to it'll be live. And I don't want people
Normally
to
it would take
associate that
longer
with the
than the
brand.
stream was going to go for a pizza to make Griffin sick.
I ordered
and he
mine
went
with
back
extra
for
green
more. He's
stuff.
so hungry.
I ordered mine with extra green stuff, so maybe that got onto yours.
Can I see yours, Justin? Can I see yours?
Yeah, for
I can show mine as well.
Mine just got here. I probably would. I got a salad too, and I probably would eat my salad.
Mine
is from
I've had for a while now.
Mine is from the Woods. It's a local place around
yeah.
here.
I wish you guys would just admit that the idea of people watching you eat makes you feel uncomfortable.
No, I'm
that's
gonna
why
eat in
you're
a second.
that's why you're not
show.
slamming the za.
It looks
already.
really good.
The
problem that I was concerned about is that we would all be so hungry when the stream started. It would just be instantly like,
like we need we always need a designated survivor who's not eating pizza, so at least one person is talking at all times.
So this is my pizza that I've got here. If you can see, can we get a good?
What is
shot?
that? Where's that from, Trev?
So this is from Dewey's Pizza here in Cincinnati. I've got bacon,
great slices there,
and sausage, and diced tomatoes, and pepper, and goat cheese and mozzarella. I don't know what Griffin's doing there.
I don't love that crust.
I had to hide.
You had to hide? I'm gonna be proud. I ordered my pizza quite some time ago because I wanted my kids to have pizza for lunch too, so I didn't have to think about two different meals.
Entertainment.
Oh God! Look at
Travis. Oh no, Travis is his soup.
I feel like
Travis is having triangle soup. Everyone.
Oh,
okay. Oh, it's very good. Oh, the goat cheese is really hitting the spot.
Yeah, I've never eaten at this pizza place before, so now I'm not going to name them because this pizza's it's deficient in some categories.
The Woods used to be Daniello's. Do you guys remember?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hell
so
yeah.
Daniello's was like the best local pizza spot. They have the green stuff, which when Daniello's closed, I slid into their DMs and I was like, hey, you all are shutting down. Tell me what's in the green stuff right now.
Yes.
Tell me what's in the green stuff. And they were like, actually, we're opening up this new spot, the Woods, and we're going to keep using the green stuff. So I'm sorry I can't help you out.
Diabolical.
Really terrible. But so now I have to keep ordering extra green stuff.
And Tom, you can eat your pizza, by the way. That's a live feed of Tom's pizza.
Tom's pizza looks Tom, can you confirm, is that whipped cream flowing like waterfalls on that pizza, or is that actually what that's ricotta dollops?
Ricotta dollops that are destabilizing.
Ricotta dollops, my
also,
favorite.
for a second, Tom, I thought you said cottage cheese, and I was having issues with you, Tom.
That is the only pizza that's going to be heavily featured on screen at all times, Tom. And I guess my only concern is that it is not the aesthetic ideal of a pizza.
Hey, no, Griffin, I like that the pepperonis got scared and started joining together in the middle.
No, Tom, I should confirm. I know this is real pizza, and that you are going to eat it. It looks good to me. I'm saying, like, if you want to talk about the kind of like platonic aesthetic, like when I say pizza, the emoji for a pizza doesn't look like that, does it?
Tom, can you settle something for me? Do people hear you talking when you talk? Can you please, just for the pizza party, is there some way to like pipe you in so it doesn't seem so wild, especially when we're directly castigating you for like your pizza choices?
Choice. Yeah.
You are
hear your shame.
We're fucking using the bully pulpit over here to like bring you down a notch. You guys think it's on a record player?
I think that's probably the technology.
I think Tom spent our corporate money he spent MaxFunDrive money to get a rotating display.
And what a good use for it.
Money in the stream can now hear me.
Oh, yeah. Now we sent all the staff $20. We sent everybody on staff $20 to buy pizza.
Like a mom leaving their kids with a babysitter.
Yeah, you should see that reflected on your next pay stub, Tom.
Great. That'll cover the pizza. I want to be clear. No MaxFun money was used in the rotating display stand. That was a Tom treat.
Oh, Tom, yeah, you're new.
Tom.
That's a mistake. You used it in a business thing. You should have used our business money.
Definitely used the business money
now,
for that.
Justin, I saw you grip and rip a Coke Zero. Am I correct?
Yeah, I did grip and rip a Coke Zero.
I'm about to grip and rip. So Justin turned me onto the podcast Off Menu. And there was an episode with Richard Iowade where he was talking about what drink you would want. And he was talking about non-alcoholic beers. And he was going on and on about, oh, look at Justin. He said pizza. Everybody look at him.
Everyone watch Justin.
Yeah. He was going on and on.
Oh, pizza.
So Richard Iowade was talking about non-alcoholic beers and all the new things to do in non-alcoholic beers. And I was like, when I think of non-alcoholic beers, I'm still thinking about O'Doul's. So I've been trying some non-alcoholic beers to see if there's anywhere I'm like, that hits the spot. And so far, The Stella Artois Liberté is excellent. There's another one that I believe is called Athletic Brewing, and they do non-alcoholic. It's very good. But I'm trying a different one now. Untitled Art, American Gold.
Ooh, that's a fun name.
Look at that.
Untitled Fart.
Okay.
That's cool.
There
Hey,
you
can we
go.
talk about these pepperonis though? Hold on.
Pepperoni?
What do you got?
Look at this.
They're slippery.
If I can somehow display the sort of concave nature.
Oh yeah, that's a bowl. That's a pepperoni bowl.
That's a bowl of pepperoni. That's not optimal for me. It just kind of grabs the grease and
Tom, you had cupping pepperoni, didn't you?
cupping pepperoni?
Yes, this is cupping pepperoni from Blue Pan.
Yeah, you can eat it or you can stick it on your back to pull the toxins out, which is nice.
That's
It's good.
great.
It tastes good. It tastes good. Just a wild shape.
That's a good beer. That's a good beer.
We're here to celebrate the Max Fun Drive. And it is a pizza party where the special guest is you, our beloved family of listeners. MaximumFun.org/join is the URL. We make a lot of different stuff. I got the burps, and I'm trying to talk I'm trying to talk in between my groceries. Some burps. Gentlemen of a certain carriage shouldn't eat on stream because you're falling into some terrible stereotypes that society has labeled on you. Like I can look at that guy. He's the kind of guy that probably eats pizza on stream and burps a lot. And I don't want to buy into the stereotype. I'm a man. You know what I mean? I don't want to.
We need a cough button that just mutes your video for a second. While you eat. That's what we need.
If you could find it in your heart to support our show, it would really mean all our shows, all our content, all the stuff we make. It's all supported by this time of year, the Max Fun Drive.
With a little more support, we'd be able to afford some kind of butler who holds a piece of paper over the camera while we eat and then moves the paper away every time we move in for a bite. We need your support.
If you can give $5 a month, which is huge.
Pizza looks so crazy, Tom. That looks like lasagna.
Griffin,
Tom,
lay off of Tom's pizza.
We are
Tom's little
taking
pizza
turns.
is beautiful.
Maybe I could talk about the thing.
Yes, you're
so
right.
we can get the thank you. So because that's the whole.
That's the reason for the season, folks.
If $5 a month, you're going to get 500 hours of bonus content plus. You know what? I'm not sure I'm logged in, but I'd love to see our list of stuff. I know we've had some like weird like video stuff that we've done. There's some home movies in there. There's
we riffed along to some things.
That was a long time. That was a good decade ago at this point.
That's wild.
Why can we not remember any of the bonus content episodes we've done from a bit?
We did Pranky Doodle Dandy.
That one slaps, guys. That's a great
Pranky Doodle Dandy.
Dang, how did we? Man, we should have also done Pranky Doodle Dandy.
My sister-in-law, and me is in there.
Yes,
that's true.
With basically Teresa and Rachel and Sydney doing a better version of my brother and me.
Yeah.
It's hard to find the emails that have the bonus content because we get a lot of emails from Maximum Fun, not just about bonus content. So it is hard to find.
There's a lot there.
So MaximumFun.org/join is the link that you can go to support us. This is our 12th Max Fun Drive, I think, after a week and some change of waffling. I'm pretty sure it's our 12th Max Fun Drive. And,
yes, that is my understanding.
And it's the lives and careers that we have, and the thing that you're watching right now only exists because of the support we've gotten from listeners like you.
I'd like to, if we could be so bold, I'd like to talk to some of the people here gathered.
Hell yeah.
We got some people in the chat, and I'd love to just see if we can answer any questions. Let's see. Big Gulp. Melon Bunny points out that Big Gulp, Griffin's Vor, Vor podcast is in there.
I also
Yeah.
think I also think that we had a episode in there where my audio didn't get recorded for a live show, and it's you get to choose your own bit. You get to make your own Travis
I don't know
jokes.
that. Did we ever actually publish that? That was, I think,
Did we ever just
a
talk
silly
about it?
idea we had once and didn't actually follow through with it.
Tom's
it
Pizza
was-
is the pizza cam.
I think we put up our ill-conceived and illy executed Star Wars special for May the
fuck
4th in
yeah.
Detroit. I think that went up there.
Man, I haven't treated myself to that one since we did it. How's it? I bet it holds up great. But the only way you're gonna find out is if you go to MaximumFun.org/join.
Griffin, how
and
do you like
support us.
DC so far?
I love it, y'all. It's really great. We're in like full cherry blossom season here. People are nuts for these pink leaves, gang. They are wild about them. And we didn't know this because we moved to DC last August. But we have like, I don't think they're cherry blossoms. They're like almond trees or something like that, like in our yard.
Ooh.
It's really sick.
That's nice.
So I like that, and all the culture. And
Go
stuff.
to Andreas wants to know. Go to road trip snacks. For me, it is road trips are the only time like in my life, and I don't know why this is. I don't like purposefully deny myself, but corn nuts and combos.
Oh yeah,
Specifically like combos and corn nuts. I feel like should only exist in like road trip size
I don't
packages.
road trip a lot, but just like travel when we're flying for stuff. Gardettos always seems to hit
Yeah,
the
yeah,
spot for me.
Yeah.
And Twix. For example, if I'm like seeing a candy bar and
You
I'm
have a
like,
Twix,
oh, candy
huh?
bar. I have a Twix.
Oh, nice.
Bucky Nuggets.
That
I've
sounds-
heard about the Bucky Nuggets. I've heard good things. I've never been to a Bucky's, but I heard.
I think
great
we're getting
stuff.
one. I think we're getting one in this tri-state area around this beautiful capital of our
In
country.
Huntington.
No, my sort of the DMV as they call it. And I think we're gonna get one, and I'm very, very excited. That'll be close enough that you all could potentially grab some Bucky's when you come visit and stuff.
Maybe.
They're good. They're like corn. You remember corn pops?
Thank you, Hannah.
Thanks, Hannah.
Thanks, Hannah. Do you guys remember corn pops though?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a scare. People thought they were going to get discontinued a month ago, but it was
Keep
all for
going,
naught.
corn pops. You're not the best cereal by a long shot, but
Is it just like hull-less popcorn? Is that the Bucky Nuggets? Is that what we're
no?
doing?
It's not popcorn. It's like a caramel coated, I guess, extra caramel coated sort of corn pop thing.
What's a nice thing you guys have done for yourselves lately?
Not this fucking pizza. I can tell you that
Okay.
much. This pizza is one of the worst things I've done. You ever eat something and you think like, ooh, this is a little spicy and a little too cheesy. It's gonna make me sick, but also it doesn't taste very good.
Yeah.
You ever do one of those?
I walked for a mile this morning. Went for a mile walk.
Oh boy.
I
What do you
really
think about
started.
what do you think about on those big walks, Trav? What goes on in that head of yours?
Usually, I listen to episodes of podcasts I like Besties.
Oh, that's sweet. Ooh, that would be good podcast listening time.
Yeah, man, it's
wouldn't it?
great.
I should do that. Did you guys hear about these fucking cherry blossoms though?
Yeah.
They're all
Yep.
over the freaking
Does it
place.
smell good?
Does the cherry blossom smell good?
It gotta smell good, right? No.
They smell fucking horrible. It's
Are
so
you
weird.
joshing?
They look so good. It's one of God's cruelest jokes.
Are you joshing me right now? If you're
You
joshing
see-
me, you gotta tell me
see
because
the
I don't
pink
know.
color, and you say that looks so good. It stinks like to high heaven.
Are you joshing?
You're participating in. I believe the term is hanami.
I don't know
That's
what that means.
cherry blossom viewing. See, it's the
No,
activity
I
of cherry blossom
I
viewing.
mean, they're right outside my window, man. So yeah, I guess
yeah.
I'm always doing that thing you just said.
Okay. I just nobody mentioned it. That Tom has taken a slice. There is a slice missing
Tom
from
took a
the pizza.
slice about 15 minutes ago as the crow
Is-
flies.
Is he doing like every 15 minutes one slice? Is that like a timer?
He
on
did
the-
grab
on
it.
the
He
screen?
did grab it like Gollum grabbed the ring off of the corpse of his friend. Just sort of like
Yeah,
like
he
a snatch
snatched
and
it.
grab.
Yeah, he snatched it. I
Tom,
would say.
I don't know why I'm going to fucking Thunderdome on your ass today, but I this energy is inexplicable. I think
we
the
do
world
need
of
we
you,
need to
Tom.
hear from you,
Yeah,
Tom,
Tom's
about
a real
the pizza.
sweetheart. Hey, Tom, can you tell us about anything about yourself? just so people can get to know you, Tom.
Like a fun Tom fact.
Like a fun, like don't reveal more than you want to, obviously, but
yeah, it's not a pressure.
it would give us a little bit of pizza time.
A fun fact about me is that I bought a pizza today and I put it on the stream, and you can see it right now. This pizza is from Blue Pan Pizza in Denver, one of the best pizza places in Denver. I love it. This is their Detroit style. It is their best. And this is the Brooklyn Bridge with cupping pepperoni, Italian sausage, and dollops of ricotta cheese. They also have a... Go ahead, Travis.
No, I was just going to say, do you find it ironic that it is a Detroit-style pizza named after a New York landmark?
No, I think that pizza is a hyper-regional food, and by combining two regions and two different ideas, you are bringing cultures together.
Whoa, Tom!
That's beautiful,
Tom.
There's a St. Louis pizza.
Don't get started.
Thank you, Tom. I appreciate your contributions. I want to talk about St. Louis style pizza. Griffin, your wife's from St. Louis. What's up with St. Louis pizza?
So Chicago, has deep dish pizza. Which, let me be clear, because now Tom said the name of the business, and now I'm the asshole. I think that pizza looks delicious. I'm just saying, for a visual representation of the idea of pizza.
I want Tom to have a stomachal representation of a pizza he wants to eat.
That's
like,
really
why do you want? I don't care about the aesthetics.
Why are you pizza shaming?
I'm not. I think it looks incredible.
Whoa, Justin. Whoa, is that a salad? Whoa. Hey.
Whoa, pal.
Is someone making you eat that? You're just doing it on
your own? You caught me.
Let me say this. Bold move for you to escalate things to a crunchier food.
But I do notice that there was a little bit of like squirreling away shame for pizza. What's that? Oh, this old thing for the salad. Okay.
I don't like it. Here's the thing with salad. I don't like any dressing at all in the world. So for me, salad is very much like it's sort of a meditation. Like a chewing meditation.
Because you're over there raw dogging dry lettuce.
Can I talk about lettuce and a couple cucumbers in here? Yeah.
Ooh.
It's fine. It's a nice palate cleanser.
I bet. Before you go back to pizza, I'm assuming. Are you done? Are you done? Wait, hold on. Is pizza time done? No. Okay.
I only had one slice.
Okay. St. Louis style pizza is like if you took Chicago deep dish pizza to the diametrically opposed extreme of just like, what if we could make a pizza that you could see through with the crunch in general? I would say sort of like textures of like a Ritz cracker.
Oh, I like that actually. I'm into
that.
Oh,
that's wild because it sucks so bad.
Okay.
It's not very good is the only issue with it.
See, I used to do this thing in college where there was a Papa John's right across the street from my dorm. And I would walk over, I would order for pickup a Papa John's thin crust, and then like a large sausage, and then like eat that all day, starting at like noon, and it would be a lunch to dinner experience.
Sure.
And it was like the thinnest crust, and it was like so crunchy and dry, and I loved it very much.
St. Louis does a lot of things right. They do fried ravioli there. That's big there. That's very good.
That rules.
That's very good with a little marinara dipping sauce. Don't mind if I do. Thank you. But the pizza is universally pretty bad. So,
somebody had asked for a tour of my fish tank. I have my fish tank cam. I have my fish tanks set up. If I can jump over there,
can
Alexa
guess?
Stop tour?
Oh wait, look. Is that inside the water?
No, it's just up against the glass. A very good camera.
Oh, what if it was like a scuba drone? That would be awesome. Oh, you can kind of see you through there. That's fun.
Yeah, up there you can see Roy, the angelfish. There's some barbs, a tortoise, lots of snails. Lots of snails.
That's a lot of snails, though, Trav.
Yeah. Well, some of them are dead. Don't worry.
Cool.
Yeah, man, it's cool. Don't worry. I'm back. Hey, we have a video from Dad. Dad sent over some kind of video that Justin and Griffin and I have not seen yet that we're going to throw it to you real quick. If you guys want to see a Dad video, Tom, are we set up for that?
Let's see it.
Clint, Clint, honey, wake up. You've got to eat something. You've got to keep your strength up since you're not feeling very well at all.
Thank you, honey.
That's real.
Will you feed
This
me?
is real. That is quite sick.
Brother.
That's
That's good stuff. It was a good gag.
You're pitiful.
MaxFunDrive. Woo.
oh, look at him.
Look at him. MaximumFun.org/join. Our dad's doing his best.
He's working hard out here. He has a I don't know. He's sick.
He's sick.
He
man.
has a cold or something.
I don't know why you're trying to diagnose Dad over there. He's got cold. You don't feel good.
My scientific doctor opinion is he's probably got a cold or something.
Yeah. And he both showed up to record Taz this morning, sounding like absolute dog turds. And we were like, no, man, like you sound terrible. And he was like, I don't want to be the reason we have to reschedule. I was like, I don't want to record with you sounding like dog turds. Like, dude, I don't know what you want.
Travis talks like that and it's the
It's
first
everybody.
thing he says anytime that Dad's like, I'm sick. Travis is like, that sucks for me.
That sucks, man. It
Sound
really
is
affects
bad.
my schedule.
This is the poster for our TV show that we did, and this is the poster they made. We did I think they spent more on the photo shoot than they did on the TV show. The photo shoot was like
It was
day
a
long.
fantastic photo. I felt pampered and
It was like a day long
taken care
ordeal.
of.
There was like way better craft
Way better
services than we have on the shoot.
craft.
But I was looking at it yesterday, and I'm pretty sure that they Photoshop our heads to be smaller.
So what it is,
I'm
man,
almost positive. Like,
go fetch it. Can you go fetch it?
yeah, let me see. I would see. I'm not sure how.
is yours attached to the wall? I have mine down right outside. Okay. But so all three of us, those are three separate photos taken.
Yes.
And then they photoshopped us together into one pose. And if you can show, well, I'll wait for Justin. So I was just explaining that we were all three photoshopped together. If you look at Griffin's arm on my shoulder,
Look at my fucking head.
your
Like,
head, I think what they did
No
is they
way
photoshopped
on earth
Ooh,
has my
if-
head ever been that size.
If we can
No way, ever.
What- And what's great is they also photoshopped in the JT and G. Those were not in the jackets at the
So now
time.
the jackets.
I think your head might have been tilted the other way, and they had to like turn
flip
it.
my head.
Yeah, I think they flipped your head.
it looks like something from like Mars Attacks, Juice. Like
Yeah.
it's like this alien stalk that has like shot out of your neck hole.
It's a really good tagline though. I've always enjoyed good advice is relative. That we went through a lot of that was not our idea. They went through a lot of iterations.
True. Do you remember the version of the poster where we were three little birdies in a nest?
Yeah,
They sent us a first version of us.
That one
Photoshopped.
kicked ass though. I like a lot of those were very conceptual in a way that I
yeah,
really
it's like
enjoyed.
a nest of microphone wires, and we were like babies in the nest emerging from.
I think our problem with it wasn't that it wasn't. It was great, but it conveyed a kind of story that had
That the
nothing to
show
do.
would not. Yeah.
God, I need to try to find that director. I'm worried it's going to be lost to time, and someday we got to go through those early concepts. I don't know why more TV places don't want to work with us.
I don't either.
Well,
Hey,
there was a lot of those versions of posters that made it seem like a really high concept, like sci-fi show. And there was
Right.
one of us like coming out of TVs that you could see us chopped up, and I was like, this makes it seem like a wild. You can't wait to watch this show. And we were like, is there any way you could just make us look like three doofuses standing together, which is what the show is?
but
Thank
how's
you,
anybody going to know which names is yours? What if we Alvin and the Chipmunks you?
Oh, perfect.
in
I love
post?
that. Should we? I guess in this day and age, it's cheaper to Photoshop JT and G onto jackets than to just buy
Absolutely,
a
it
JT
is.
and G. That
I
must
could
be
do
it.
that. I
In
could
this
do that.
economy.
Sure. All right, someone grabbed a second slice. Going at it from a weird, not the way it's kind of a strange pattern.
Griffin,
now.
why are you
It's-
coming down so hard on Tom today?
I'm just saying, I would have gone for an even half, not the diagonals.
No, because then it would have spun weird, Griffin.
Oh, you're right. It's a counterweight situation.
Travis is
Come
right.
on, man.
Damn, Tom, you crushed it.
Um,
Oh, that's a deep pizza, huh? I don't think I really appreciated the scale of the pizza until now.
I
That
don't
looks-
want to talk
that
about
looks
Tom's
all right.
Pizza ever again in my life. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Chat, let's pivot over to you. Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, what's up with the Taz cartoon? Is that still happening?
So I was talking about this earlier, and I think, yeah, we're still working on it. Development can take a really, really long time, especially when you begin working on a project and then all of humanity goes through, like, say, a big shared event where everything is on lockdown and people aren't going to work. And like everyone is kind of like, I don't know if there will even be TV next year. When you're doing that kind of thing, it can really slow down a process.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Trav, but like Trav, other shows are coming out, aren't they? I mean, if we want to, I mean, other shows. I'm pretty sure I've seen some other shows.
I'm not saying it's one
in the
for one,
intervening
Justin.
3 years.
I'm saying that when you're making maybe a C tier priority list show,
Okay, yes, that's
maybe they devote some of the limited resources
when
towards
you
a
have
Ted
to start
Lasso.
tossing crates out of the plane.
Yeah,
you reached for. But no, we're still moving forward. Like I mean, we've had emails about it as recently as this week. Just trying to get it, trying to find the exact right thing.
Get it moving. Send those hot sauce packets to Roswell.
My brother, me season 2. We'll just do all of it. Yeah.
Oh man,
sure. We'd love to.
Sure.
Okay, that would be very fun.
and listen, Marina, Critical Role has 2 seasons. They're way better. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, more people like them. What do you want?
More people like them, and they're really good at Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know.
Really good at it.
They're all talented actors.
CSI
like, they have
Miami
acting
is
careers.
I mean, what do you want?
Of this?
Yeah, like Magnum PI they've done it twice. Like,
yeah.
A lot of
I don't
people
know
like
what to
that.
tell
Anyway,
you, man.
it would be really fun. Problems. 1.
We got like 15 kids.
Got like so many kids, and it's really hard. The last time we only had 1 kid. Now we have 6 kids, and it's really hard to get everybody in one place. That took like 3 weeks to film the first season, so that would be really, really hard. I don't know how we would do that. Secondly, nobody has offered to give us, money.
That's
do
huge for shows.
For their thing. Like one.
And realistically, like the big problem was when we did the first season, we did it with way less money than everybody who was working on the show was worth. But it was like, this is how much money we have, and people agreed, like, okay, great, I want to work on the show, so you can pay me way less than my rate, right?
Yeah.
Like JD knew all these cool people who liked the show, and we did it with the promise being, everyone will like this show. We have a lot of faith in it. Like them saying this. So we know that when it is good, right, and you're able to make more money, we will pay you what you're worth.
Or at the very least, not the opposite, which is what would have had to be the case for if we did a.
Well, and so then we were going to places after CISO closed down, and we're like, hey, we'll do season 2. And they're like, you got it for the amount of money you made season 1 with. And we were like, no. And so that was a bit of a sticking point, is the people who helped make the show are so valuable. And we want to make sure we'd be able to pay them what they're worth and all that stuff. So,
crowdfund season 2, there's a lot of people saying that, and we are in the middle of doing our pledge drive for the Maximum Fund Network right now.
Yeah.
So, the idea of I think we've only crowdfunded like 1 or 2 things. Like,
have we ever crowdfunded something?
Oh,
the card game was sort of like a pre-order, the Bureau of Balance, I think, if I'm remembering. My memory sucks.
That was a pre-order.
That's it. I think that's Anne who said sock puppets. We'll do My Brother, Me season 2.
Cool.
Sock
Huge.
puppets. Boom. Thank you.
We've talked about that. We've talked about doing like an animated version of My Brother, Me. Animated is probably where it would need to go. Like if we were going to do another,
but that would be even more expensive, probably, just with the sheer amount of hours that go.
I told him just download all the animatics that everybody's already made for free. And just put them on Showtime.
It's all right.
Everybody
words.
wins. Yeah.
Everybody wins. Guys, when's the next Monster Factory? People want to know.
Honest to God, I haven't See, I have tested stuff since Chimera Land came out, and nothing has. There's a certain bar I feel like that a game has to cross.
Yeah,
for me, it's a very the list of criteria for I think what makes a good Monster Factory is very very specific in my mind. So I played a lot of games that have like wild character creators and then nothing to do with them, or games that are way more open ended and lend themselves to humor just in playing them that have like not great character creators. It's really tough for a game to split the uprights in the way that Bethesda games or FromSoft games or
Griffin's bar is way higher than mine. I just don't know how to do the part that he does, and he
Yeah.
won't tell me how.
That's it.
So,
That's it.
It's funny. I was talking about it earlier this morning on an Instagram live where I feel like a thing that we all often do is like, I've got a great idea for this thing, and then we never quite think past like the first 4 or 5 times. I'm like, oh, this turned out to be a lot of work. I didn't know it was going to be like somebody asked on the thing, like, when are you going to do another riddle me pissed? I was like, it's actually a shit ton of work to find a good riddle because I can't search bad riddles.
Job. It's like
your
job.
It is your job, though.
It turns out there's only so many sincere but absolutely bonkers riddles in the world, and I've done all of them. I think.
How many slice? Can I get a quick slice count? Sorry,
I did 3.5. They were pretty
well. I did. I guess when I finish this, it'll be 3, but they were quite long.
I didn't eat my crust though because they were hard as rocks.
Thank you, GG World.
Thank you, everybody. Hey, real quick, round the horn, and I'd like to see chat weigh in on this too.
Cool.
Worst pizza topping. It has to be like a normal standard one, like obviously.
So
poison, but like not
right. Yeah, right. The sun would be.
I'm going to preface these. I'm going to preface these 2 things.
I'm also rolling out anchovies because that seems like a joke topping.
Oh, I love anchovies on pizza.
Cartoons.
Anchovies are actually pretty good.
Okay, good. So we don't eliminate them.
Right no, now. But see, mine are both very specific to personal preference and opinion. This is not me passing judgment on these things. One, like spicy peppers on a pizza. There's a place I think for spiciness in food. I love spicy foods. Not on my pizza.
You don't like a little banana pepper?
Banana pepper is not spicy, my man. I'm talking about let's split
hairs about the Scoville units in a banana pepper.
I like a jalapeno sometimes. But
I'm talking about spicy, but also pineapple, anything sweet.
Jalapeno is a spicy one.
Jalapeno is spicy.
I have I just personal preference. When I'm having a savory food, I want it to be savory. And I don't have as much problem. You put salted like pretzel in an ice cream or like peanut butter in ice cream, love it.
Right.
But sweet in my savory, no thanks.
Same bud. Yeah, it's pine. I know this is the most basic answer. But pineapple,
olives are amazing.
Olives, everyone is representing olives. Yes.
Olives are so bad.
Olives are bad.
Travis,
olives are great.
I watched this happen live, Travis, when I feel like you had a phase, and a lot of people do, so I'm not saying this from a judgmental standpoint, but you had a phase where you were like, I am going to get into martinis.
I still am in martinis.
I know. Well, please let me finish. I watched the beginning of this happen when you made the conscious decision of like, you know what? I'm a martini guy now. And I feel like I definitely watched you drink a few of those juicy olive gross guys and just chug it down and be like, yum, James Bond. When really it sucked because of how bad the olives tasted.
That is not the case. It's the other way around because there's nothing. It's not like you're having an old fashioned where it's the notes. You're having straight up gin or straight up vodka that won't salt vermouth. I like it better when I add more olive to it. When a nice dirty martini is the shit.
Right.
Drinking a regular martini sucks.
Real quick. Sure. If you disagree with any of our pizza opinions, we do have a voting system.
Yes.
You click the thumbs up button on this video, and then we will register that as a complaint
and
as one of our pizza opinions. So far, we only have 220 people who disagree. So we have a lot of people who distrust olives. Fair enough.
Now, if you want a turbo vote, MaximumFun.org/join is where
that actually makes your vote worth 10 votes,
10,000 votes,
which is nice.
It's good to kind of go down like that.
I do. Okay, now I want to know favorite. What's the pizza topping where you're like, it needs to have this, or it's not really pizza to me?
I mean, we could get. I mean,
not counting sauce and cheese or anything like that.
Without,
I think you got to have sauce and cheese. I feel like obviously there's got to be some sort of binding agent, whether it's a pesto or a cream or a red sauce. I'm a traditional red sauce guy, but I've had some. Rachel couldn't do soy and dairy for a long time because of Gus and Henry's proclivities.
They're dark passengers.
They're dark passengers.
They're dark passenger lactose intolerant.
I had a lot of fake cheese, and it's some of it's pretty good stuff, guys.
Yeah, listen, I'm not saying you have to have cheese, but I don't want someone to be like, well, mine has to have some kind of sauce or cheese or something option. I'm like, okay, I mean like additional to that.
Listen,
yeah,
I mean for me, a nice sausage.
Yeah,
a nice sausage. Like there's a place around here, Monty's, that we used to get when we were growing up because they would do,
Monty's. Oh, baby.
They would do these, like, it's so greasy, and it was square cut, and they would do on Mondays, it was buy one, get one. So like our mom would always hook up Monty's on Mondays. They had
we get the Snyder's barbecue chips.
Oh my God. Yes. The Snyder. Oh yeah. And then there was this crumbly sausage on top. Mwah. Oh,
it was weirdly like bland, flavorless sausage, but there was something about the crumbliness of it that made it very memorable.
And when I say barbecue chips, I mean back when barbecue chips were barbecue, not like mesquite barbecue. Not of this sweet barbecue. I mean like, oh, that's kind of spicy. Like a dry rub
beefy.
Thank you. No, I think mine is sausage as well. But me and Teresa basically agreed on a line of like sausage, onion, green peppers.
Yeah.
And like that, we'll get that any day of the week.
If I'm feeling beefy, I'll do a mushroom and sausage. But most of the time, I do not rock with meat on pizza. This pepperoni is a rare visitor, and for good reason. If you can't tell from my sort of 45-degree lean I have on my neck, so this sort of taco neck syndrome.
Are you getting the reflux? You getting the flux?
I'm getting something. I'm fighting it though. Oh boy, tooth and nail.
Sydney gets no cheese. Cooper gets nothing but sauce. So it's just sauce on bread. And Charlie gets no sauce and cheese. And every time I order pizza, I have to type in like, I'm serious. Yeah. Please do it like this. It's not a joke. It's serious, please. And I always apologize when I pick up pizza. I'm like, I'm sorry. It's not pizza. I know, but thank you for doing the best you could.
I cannot believe your daughters tag team you into doing a nun pizza with left beef every time you get it.
If I took their two pizzas and just went squish, then it would be delicious.
It would be pizza.
A real calzone.
Now, Justin, how much of that was one day Charlie said, like, I want pizza with just sauce, no cheese.
God.
And Cooper going, I'll do you one better then. In response to that, I am going to draw a different line in the sand.
Local maniac Sydney from McElroy would order chicken, pineapple, green pepper, no cheese, extra sauce. That's like her go-to, right? And Cooper was like,
she's a respected doctor in the community.
That's wet and messy bread.
And Cooper was like, oh, that's really horrific. I'd love a slice. And she just stripped it down to its base components. And then eventually was just like, you know what I only like is the sauce and the bread. That's all I like. So just give me one of those, please. It was sausage and sauce and bread for a while, and that's a pizza.
That's close.
Mamma mia.
Yeah, we're getting closer.
My 3-year-old, I don't know how to break this habit, but she loves pizza. Both my kids do. And they both like cheese pizza. She will eat it about halfway through, and it's like, I see crust on the horizon, so I've hit crust. And it's like half the pizza left. And you're like, yeah, but there's still a lot of pizza there. And she's like, that's crust. And I'm like, it's so clear. We can denote. And if we cut the crust off, then she's like, oh, more pizza. This is fine. It's merely the presence of crust has led her into, oh, Griffin, are you okay?
Yeah.
Griffin.
No, good. It's going good. Hey, we're at 7,225 donors this year for the MaxFunDrive. And if you have not joined that number yet, we would sure appreciate it. That's behind. I mean, it's slow this year, which I understand. Because economic uncertainty, that's a real thing going on right now.
Eric said, I will subscribe right now if we can get a peeking Yoda from Travis. Okay.
No. Not. We'll do it after the pledge break.
Yeah.
And then we'll give a great clipping Yoda.
Subscribe, you must.
Okay.
It still hits. It still hits.
So fucking right.
All right. I see 27225.
There was a lot of cheese in there.
One.
Did it. It was wildly unpleasant to do.
I fucking love clipping Yoda so.
But you
so
gotta parse
much.
it, like you know
that
in your heart there is a
done
number
until September. You're done. Like no.
It
more.
hurts. It hurts to do. It's not easy to do. It's a physical strain on my instrument.
I'm so sorry. There's someone at the door. Can you excuse me? Sorry.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I can't tell if it's a bit or not. I think it must be. It must be about pizza, right?
I really hope Daniel Day-Lewis is about to tell us about the MaxFunDrive.
Oh my god!
There's nothing that would make me.
I think that would be the punishment that I get for interrupting his thing with peeking Yoda.
Yeah.
Now
Man,
Travis,
I gotta say, now that we're on the other side of it, you picked probably the worst possible time to bring clipping Yoda back for Justin.
Oh yeah. What's he gonna do?
I don't know.
This is a Stella
This
Artois
could be
Liberté.
retaliation. Are you sponsored by this beer company?
No, it's just Stella is my favorite kind of beer.
Is it really?
Yeah, well, it's my favorite. Like, I'm just gonna have a drink at a bar, or you have Stella.
Okay.
That's great. Stella is like my go-to bar beer. Urban Artifact is my favorite kind of beer because they have a lot of great sours. But this is 0.0. It tastes exactly the same. It's amazing.
It's non-alcoholic.
Non-alcoholic 0.0. It tastes exactly the same.
That's wild. I had a friend. I still have a friend. But in college we had a party, and he drank a bunch of Stella, and then got sick on our couch, and it really sort of ruined, I would say, that beverage.
Yeah, I understand that.
For me.
Do you want to dox him and say who it was, or what?
Well, I shouldn't name names, but Joe Biden.
I knew it. That guy was always drinking too much Stella.
The best part of living in DC is that I get a lot of requests from Henry to like run things up the flagpole to President Joe Biden.
Now, does he use that language, Griffin?
No, he doesn't say it. He doesn't say run it up the flagpole, but he will say like, "Hey, I ran into the fence at the playground today during recess, and I need you to go ahead and tell Joe Biden about that, just so we can do something about the fence." Like, all right, man, that's for sure. He would definitely put his best men on that, I think. Welcome back, Justin.
Hey, man. Thanks.
Are you? Holy shit.
What?
Is that your Totino's jacket? Have you been wearing that the whole time?
Yeah. It really has.
Oh, man. I
Just
just saw it now.
A few people asked about the brown recluse bite. It's doing good. I don't necessarily want to. I don't think everyone wants to see that, but it's doing fine.
Okay,
now, Justin, I think a lot of people were suspecting that you were about to do a character.
Yeah, keep them guessing.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Yeah. If anybody wants to donate money to the MaxFunDrive right now, then
you should.
And I'll do whatever characters you freaking
characters welcome.
Characters welcome. I'll do all my bits and skits.
That's fun. We've never done them on demand like a jukebox before. That's cool.
Yeah.
Now I have a question.
I don't know how to verify that people have actually donated though. So it's more of a.
I choose to trust people.
Okay, yeah, that's beautiful.
Justin, I have a question for you. Now that you 2 weeks down, we've played co-op Stardew Valley. Has your opinion of the game, honestly, has your opinion of the game changed at all?
No.
What is it? Please tell me. Like, what is it? Just
I can tell you 100%. I know.
I've
thought about it many times. I know exactly what it is, and I can 100%. The fact that there are things that there is so much that you kind of need like a wiki or something open, or like a lot of experience with it or whatever it is.
Right.
Like the fact that there's so much like that where it's like, if you don't know this thing, then you might do this wrong or whatever. And I know that a lot of people push past it, but for me, it's hard to get into one of those like chill, repetitive, like sort of relaxing things when I know there are many ways that I could be spending my time better. And because it's like time sensitive and there's these different, you know what it's, there's a Deadly Premonition is a game that like I love in theory, but because there are so many ways that you can miss quests or fail quests or whatever as you're playing, I hate that feeling.
That's so interesting to me.
That's what it is. Like that's it.
It's interesting because when I first started playing, I bounced off of Stardew like twice, and then I played it streaming, and I had people in the chat who were like, "That's how this is how that works. This is how that works." And so I started then doing like YouTube deep dives and like reading through the wiki and stuff, and that's what got me into it. Of like, I can research this and I can like min max it and like do that, and that's what I liked about it. And so, like, make some please. If you're like, I don't like that aspect of it, it's like, oh, okay. For me, that's what the game is. So if you don't like that, then it makes sense that you don't like that.
There are games that I will do that for, right? Like I did that. My camera's like weirdly high. I did that with like Binding of Isaac. I would like learn the different stuff that I needed to know that was helpful. But that's slightly different for me because it's like skill based. Like I don't mind to do research if there's like a skill thing, but if it's like time management, min-maxing, like I find that too stressful.
Kelly asks, is there a co-op game you all enjoy? I feel like there's a bit of a dearth right now. Like we used to what has been like, I guess in the like online gaming days, like I know we all dabbled in Destiny stuff together. I can't think of too many like most of the time, actually, when I play co-op games, it's for besties stuff. There was that Heroes of Hammerwatch game that we got into for a little bit.
That was Grounded. Fun. You guys like Grounded as
Grounded,
well. Grounded didn't grab me, but I think the problem I think it has to be a combination of like when you had kids and jobs and stuff of like finding a time where it's like, and we're all available to play right now, and also like, you know, while we have a lot of very similar tastes in like games and stuff, it's not exactly the same. And there will be things, there will be games where it's just like two of us really love it, or one of us really loves it, and the other one's like, it doesn't.
I find that genuinely very interesting. That like, there are a lot of like categories of games, and I guess media at large, but I think it's specifically, I think about it for games, where it's just like our shit does not align whatsoever.
Deep Rock Galactic was one where I was like, yeah, I see what this is cool. It didn't grab me. Like I played a couple games of it and I was like, this isn't for me. This isn't my thing.
I told Sid that I had pizza.
Hell yeah. Hi, Sid.
Hold on.
Hello, Sydney.
There. Now she can hear you.
Hi, Sid.
Hi, Sydney. Hi, Sydney.
Hello, everybody.
Oh. How you doing?
Got from the woods.
I'm all right.
Yeah.
Some kind of cold thing.
Yeah, Dad too, man.
Mm-hmm.
The pizza helps, though, I think.
Yeah, the pizza will clear. As your doctor, the pizza, vitamin P is the clear that right up.
Just take them off. I'm done eating it. Oh, if you want to take it upstairs, you can just have whatever you like. Okay.
So I'm here to clean up.
No. It's I have salads.
Drag
Did you see the salad?
Yeah. Do your brothers know how much of it you've eaten?
I mean,
hey, that's between him and Christ.
They started giving me shit about it. I felt bad for it.
It was really crunchy, Sydney. It had a bad ear feel.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But you didn't put any pizza sauce on it, so that's a step in the right direction.
Hell yeah, man.
It's always so nice to see you. Thank you.
Love you guys. Have fun.
Love you too, Bob.
Love you too.
Bye, Sid.
I'm trying to think if there was one that like all three of us were like, I can't stop playing this.
I mean, honest to God, since I have had kids, there was a brief window there before where Henry was a little bit older and sleeping on a schedule, where like I could have time where I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to play some games online at this point, this co-op game, but like, I don't have that. Those windows of time exist only sometimes within the workday, but like nowhere else. There's no time that I can say guaranteed, man. 8 o'clock.
Yeah, right.
I'm fucking there. Do not worry about it. I cannot say that with 100% certainty, and probably won't be able to for a while yet.
That's why I think mobile games have grabbed it, like the Marvel card game, which is
Marvel Snap is the most. Yeah,
Snap,
we couldn't
yeah.
even play each other in that one.
Yeah.
Which is funny. We just
But it
all
was
got
fun to
into
be
it.
touring and sitting next to each other talking about it.
Yeah.
Gerlern asked the best way to reheat pizza, and there is an answer to this.
Yeah.
It only works with thin crust pizzas, but you fold it over or put 2 slices together, whatever, and then put it in the waffle maker. And that is going to create some crispy cheese, some pockets of interesting texture. You're going to get oh man, I just ate pizza and I'm hungry.
Hey,
now
Tom,
thinking
it's
about-
been a while since you checked in. You were talking about how you reheated your pizza, and that's the way I like it. Would you describe to the people how you reheated your pizza, please?
I won't say any shit about it either, Tom. I won't say anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Justin is wrong. The best way to reheat a pizza is to take a cast iron skillet, slowly get it hot. You heat it up. You don't have to put in oil, but you can put in oil. Let it get hot before you put your pizza in. Put that pizza on the skillet. Let it sit. Let the bottom cook and get crispy for about 1 minute to 3 minutes. And then you're thinking right now that the problem is the cheese on top is still going to be cold. What you do, you take a little thimble or a shot glass of water, pour that water into the cast iron skillet and immediately cover it. Then all of the steam cooks the cheese, and that is the best way to reheat pizza. I will be taking your questions at this
You're
time.
categorically incorrect, Tom, and I'll tell you why. I would never, ever put a tomato-based product into my cast iron skillet where the acidity of the tomatoes can eat away the seasoning that I've worked so hard to procure over the many years. I'm not gonna put fucking acid on it. Tom.
Clip this chat.
What kind
These two are
of,
about
what
to
kind
fucking
of pizza
go at it.
are
Clip
you
this
cooking
shit.
where the sauce is on the bottom? The sauce is
you
in the
get the
middle
kitty.
of the top, Justin.
Yeah, like it can't bubble over. Tell him, Olive. Tell him. Tell Tom he's a maniac.
Oh, he's gonna win with the. Oh man.
You could also warm it up in the air fryer. That works too.
Yeah, or microwave because you need it soon. Microwave.
Oh, Justin left. Oh, he's back. Okay.
Sydney shut the door and trapped Olive in here, so she was demanding to be. Now she wants back in. Oh,
Let's
yeah.
see. Other questions?
I get it.
Let's see.
Now it's all about Tom being right. Tom is right. Cold pizza is best pizza. I would say cold pizza is often best pizza, but the only food that I think is conclusively better cold is fried chicken.
Yeah.
And
I love hot fried chicken, don't get me wrong, but cold fried chicken is just better.
When Sydney and I started going out, she would leave pizza in the oven.
Yeah.
To store it.
Instead of the refrigerator.
And she said that's how her family had always done it. And I said, I pulled out my food handler's license out of my wallet and told her that is unacceptable.
This is a citizen's arrest.
You're in the danger zone.
I was undercover this whole time. This has been a sting.
Someone wanted to know the next graphic novel. It's the next part
It's the
of
next
the
one
show.
of them.
It's happening.
When is
Griffin's,
when is Griffin's next Zelda adventure? The Nintendo 64 games, getting them to do things that they were not intended to do is like a mad science that I have spent, I feel like, whole days fruitlessly sort of tinkering with. But I think we're close. Fieri feels ready.
Let's see.
Oh,
Giovanni's
a few people have
Pizza.
asked. Oh, sorry.
Go on.
A few people have asked, and not just here, but over the time of years, why we don't do now that we're doing like we record Mabim Bam with video, why we don't publish video versions of My Brother and Me. The answer is multifold. One is it's a considerably bigger lift to edit together a video podcast that matches the audio podcast that has also been edited. So it's like another whole other step there that can make things tricky. My bigger thing is like, it's not necessary. Like if we are doing like a video stream, that's like a video show, that we sell tickets to or what have you, we try to make it like a more visual thing, like with more visual bits. And I think that it's tough to always be serving two masters where it's like, I want this to work both as a visual thing and as an audio thing. I think it's really tough to make like the best thing you can if it needs to work as both.
The only I have really enjoyed doing video stuff more for the podcast, for those times when we do dabble in like a visual bit, because now like we can do it sometimes, but to be beholden to that for the whole thing would, I think, fundamentally change the kind of audio experience. And we're getting way up our butts, like way up it. I feel like maybe diagnosing it to this degree of it, but I think yeah, I like doing it the way we're doing it.
Corey wants to know if there will ever be a Taz vinyl record. I don't know. I don't. I have to think the overhead cost of that is pretty high compared to, say, putting it on SoundCloud. And so I don't know.
Trav, for most things, the tangible, just because of sort of conservation of energy laws and all that stuff, like it is a bit easier to do it down.
So what I'm saying is I don't know what the benefit. I don't know. There's no plans for it right now.
Yeah. But maybe, because I think that would be fucking cool.
What led to the decision to start doing video stuff in the first place? A lot of social media that's not Twitter has a visual element to it.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to get more into that. We also like doing video stuff. So I think it was like 2 or 3 years, more than that, maybe 5 years ago, we were like, we need to put more effort into our YouTube channel. We've got this YouTube channel going, and we use it for like when we think of stuff to put up there, and we need to make it a focus. And so we were like kind of sort of doing that in fits and spurts for a little bit. And then eventually I think we kind of like, we're like, you know what, this needs to be like an actual thing that we actually put effort into within like the last year, coupled with stuff like TikTok and Instagram and just video elements in general, as we were doing more virtual live shows and everything like that. So it all kind of just came of like, yeah, we got like 5 different things we're not utilizing.
Yeah.
And they were all video. Let's see. Can you talk about the process of designing your own body spray scent, which I assume you mean Stink, from Trey All Day. Justin, how did you go about planning the notes for Stink?
Interesting.
Our merch manager, Sarah McKay, who's done a lot of the designs that you love and a lot of our aesthetics, honestly. If you see stuff that looks nice, McKay probably did it. Worked with a company to develop it, and I was sort of consulting, if I would be so bold. And that's how we ended up with it. I think it sells pretty good, but it sells good a lot. That's what we said on the stream, and that is the truth. And that's coming out. I have the bottle over there. It's coming out. You can start buying it April. Okay,
Jeanette,
maybe April 1st, maybe April 3rd. It's not a joke either way.
Not a joke.
It's for real stuff.
Jeanette said we should get Young Gravy to do an ad read on the show, and that would be incredible. We can't just, because someone else in the chat asked, can you guys have Guy Fieri on? These people aren't asking us to be on, and we're gating it.
No, we can't.
Yeah, sure. Why not? There's nothing physically stopping us.
There's a pretty good indicator if a celebrity has ever asked to be on My Brother, Me. And here's how it is. They've been on it. They've been on it. If they've been on it, then they have asked about it.
Yeah, I could see John Krasinski just like picking up, like trying to slide into our DMs and just like, today's not the day. I'm too shy. I'm too shy and too nervous.
I feel like Fieri would be pretty high up there on my list of
absolutely.
Like that would be a fucking party.
Because there's a difference between my favorite celebrity of all time, my favorite like actor is David Tennant. I cannot imagine that being good audio as well. Like, so it's got to be like, who's the guy that you get on there and they're like, that was excellent. I think Conan O'Brien at this point just to talk about ad reads. The only thing we do is compare and contrast ad reads. I think would be amazing. I would love doing that.
That would be a hoot. That would be a hoot. I was Rachel and I guested on We Got This, where we they ask you questions about your sort of self-proclaimed area of expertise. The episode's been out for a while. I don't want to spoil who.
Wait, We Got This, or Go Fact Yourself?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Go Fact Yourself.
Yeah,
not We Got This. Sorry. It's a 3-name show. It's like Assassins.
Yeah.
I don't know why I brought this story up because I don't want to spoil it, but mine was a celebrity interaction that I kind of melted down during, just out of fear and starstruckedness. So if you want to hear that, you can.
But not Al Roker.
Not Al Roker.
Okay.
No, I don't want to. He hurt my feelings pretty badly, I think.
And he's been on the show, right? Like
he's been on the show.
He was on the show.
Al Roker as a guest.
We've definitely had Ron Funches on.
Yeah,
we've had him on.
He's been on a couple episodes of Besties too. If you enjoy Ron Funches,
so good,
as you probably should. Chris Fleming would be a lot of fun. I don't know Chris Fleming or anybody who knows Chris Fleming. I mean, most people know Chris Fleming, but I don't know how to.
Who said Tony Hawk? Somebody said Tony Hawk.
Yeah, I mean Tony Hawk. Yeah, look at his followers on Twitter, and then just be like, could 3 of these several million people get his attention? The answer is probably no. Probably not.
There's a lot of people asking.
Matt Doyle is a guest on our bonus content this year. We once did the blue carpet premiere of Escape to Margaritaville when it was on Broadway, and it's a really intense episode. And as much as our episodes get intense, it's a really intense episode because we are having a full-blown panty the entire time.
Oh my God.
We remixed the episode. So the script of the episode, we changed parts. And then we had Matt Doyle, who is referenced several times in the episode, come in to play all the celebrity guests. And it is, I mean, I don't know if anything we've ever done is art, it's art. It
really makes everything else we do though look hinged.
Yeah,
like to give you an idea of it.
Very straight-laced.
Layram said Richard Ayoade, and I'm a huge Richard Ayoade fan. I cannot imagine the amount that man would drag us. Like just that idea of like we would look like such goofuses in front of him. And
most people, that's another issue, is we don't compare well to a lot of people.
Yeah.
If we could get Bob Mortimer on, like basically any British comedian on our show would do wonders for my spirit. But like, man, watching Bob Mortimer, there's a man who's just inherently the goofiest, but like so like he doesn't break that. There's a bit from Travel Man where he's talking to Richard Ayoade about investing in a backwards toilet with Christian
Slater. The best, the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's amazing.
His episode of Off Venue is also. David Sims says it's the best podcast ever recorded. He may be right in that. You know, Richard and I worked on a project together. The show Apple and Onion.
Oh yeah.
He played Onion, and I was a guest on a few episodes. And we didn't get a lot of studio time together. But I feel like it would be
that show is so fucking funny.
Yeah, so good.
And I could never get Henry into it. I think I know. I wanted to watch every time we'd be like scrolling through the Cartoon Network app. It would never get picked, and I would always be like, oh, fuck, what's it gonna take?
Hey, hey, by the way, if you guys could add me to the Wikipedia page for Apple and Onion, I'm not on there. If you just get Meatball Wrap and Chip into there.
Hey, and as long as you're doing us internet favors, MaximumFun.org/join is where you can go to support us directly. Adding us to the Wikipedia pages of the many voice acting projects that we've participated in is one way, but another, I would say equally, if not way more valid way, is to go to MaximumFun.org/join, where you can choose a support level that works for you at just $5 a month, which is a lot of people say the price of a cup of coffee. I have not bought coffee that I didn't make at home in such a long time that I don't know how to confirm that. But you'll get over 500 hours of bonus content. like this unhinged Matt Doyle special guested episode that we've discussed already, and so much more from every show throughout all of the history of the network and the drive.
People are
It's
saying
huge.
people are saying James Acaster, by the way, and that's another one where I have there's a couple of people that this happened to me now. I was on an episode of International Waters with him before I had any concept of his work or who he was. He was one of the British comedians, and I was like, oh, what a funny dude. This was back in like, I want to say 2014, maybe 2015. I was like, oh, what a funny dude. And then fast forward to like 5 years later, I'm like, he's one of the greatest stand-up comics in my mind ever. And I had
his best friend.
I had 2-hour
like
conversation more or less with this man, and I could have been so much better friends if only I
Damn
known.
it, Travis.
I know,
Damn it,
man.
you blew it. And he's off social media, so we'll never
No fucking way. Never ever. Anyway, the pledge break that I was doing was not.
I'm sorry, Griff.
No,
I'm sorry.
I want to hear more about the Travis being nervous to talk to James Acaster.
I am now. I wasn't then.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying Brian David Gilbert. I hired Brian David Gilbert. Okay, he owes me everything.
Yeah, and
I love Brian David Gilbert.
MaximumFun.org/join. When you go there and you choose the support level that works for you, pick the shows that you listen to. Portion of it goes to Maximum Fun, and the rest of it goes directly to those shows. So it is the easiest and most direct way to support us if you like to listen to our shows or watch our videos or any of the other stuff that we do.
So a lot of people have also saying Brandon Lee Mulligan, and listen, I wasn't going to do this. But he told me that when he was pitching Dimension 20 to College Humor, he referenced the Adventure Zone as like this is a thing. See, it works. Our show existing gave him the courage to pitch Dimension 20. And we have yet to see any residuals,
not a check,
or back
end, not one, not back
nothing on that.
I mean, we were featured in Tiny Heist, which was like the most fun shit.
Yeah, that was amazing, and I loved it very much. But where's my Ziggies?
The Ziggies are huge for us and another great thing to reference when we're asking people to go to MaximumFun.org/join. We are hungry for Ziggies over here, and if we can't get those,
Ziggies so bad.
Be the Ziggies you want to change in the world.
Yeah, Monday Row 4 is great too. That should be great. We're gonna start wrapping up our pizza party here.
Yes.
Thank you, Griffin, for your final pledge break there.
I have to go and sweep up all these pepperonis on the floor.
I actually have 2 to 3 pepperonis on the floor right now.
I'm gonna eat some more of this salad.
I think my pepperonis cupped the wrong way, and so they lost their.
It's like those toys that you push down on the ground and then you wait
for it to pop up, and it didn't. It just fell off.
Oh man, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. We should do this again. This is
this is fun. This was fun. Thanks for we missed without the immediacy of Twitter. It's harder to stay in contact with y'all. So it's been nice to kind of have a bit of a catch up.
Yeah,
it's been nice.
I love ketchup on a pizza.
Yeah,
disgusting.
It's disgusting. Thank you.
The joke was not the food. The joke.
Thanks to Sarah and Amanda for man in the chat, and thanks to Tom, of course, for his.
Tom, I'm sorry I went so again, man. I do not know where that energy came from. That pizza looks great.
I would actually like to applaud Tom's just extreme restraint in not eating more pizza than that, because I do think one left would have been sad. And leaving 2 and they kind of look like they're kissing is nice. Yeah, I like that, Tom. Thank you.
Let that be the vibe we send you away with. Surf it past the horizon.